5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the MDL Disney Major Qualifiers. We're going to take a look here at game number 1. It is OG versus SexyAsF. I'm going to call him that because, you know, we got to keep a PG here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get dialed into this game number 1. I'm going to be joined by Mr. Lacoste in just a second, but he didn't pick up his phone. No, Lacoste, come back to me. I think this is surely on my fault. But regardless, game number 1, OG versus SexyAF. I'm going to change over one quick setting because it has been a little while, and boom shakalaka, we're going to put some music on. We're good to go. Game has started. My man is hopping into the call. I am sure, I'm absolutely positive that everything is fine. Everything is going to be okay. Oh no, everything's not fine. Everything's not okay. It's tumbling apart. It's all falling to the wayside. Oh no, Lacoste. He's here, I'm sure. Don't worry, guys. Anyways, we're going to continue on because he will be joining us in just a second. But yeah. It's an interesting new time, you know, as I'm sure is not going to be the last time. I'm sure it's not the first time either. It's a whole new world of Dota 2, and be prepared because those puns are going to be coming fast and furious all freaking qualifier long, not just for me but from everybody else. I'm sure that right now on one of the other 4 channels that we currently have going, BTS 1 through 4, there's going to be a lot more of those puns happening throughout these games because it's exciting, you know. We got a major going on. It's got plenty of meme potential. It's got some great teams in it as well, and we're going to find out who are the teams that are going to be moving on to the second round of these qualifiers as well. Whole lot of action soon to come, and we are getting underway. So who are these teams? Who are these people? Who are these guys that are playing Dota that we're going to be watching over the next couple minutes? We've got OG. I think most people have a pretty good idea of who they are. The big storyline that I think everybody is going to be looking at here is Ana's coming back. Ana's back, baby. He's doing it. He's done it. It's happened. You can't get him away from Dota, no matter how hard he wants to just leave and go do something else. In the end, it always pulls back to him. And Lacoste, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, my friend. It's gonna be some really good Dota action in the next couple of days. EU qualifiers stacked as expected, and now we have SexyAsF. I love their name. I gotta say, against OG, it's basically 3/4 players from old Ad Finum, which finished second at the Boston Major. They had a really good run. Kind of Cinderella story because they couldn't achieve anything after that Boston Major, and here we are. Gabe.
Is that the story of Cinderella? That she didn't achieve anything afterwards? That's
yeah,
sad.
I mean, she she just found a rich prince, and after that, nothing too special.
That's fair enough. And sort of another Cinderella story, which mirrors that a little bit as OG. You know, they had that run at TI, obviously that a little bit nicer than the Boston Major, but they've also been struggling since then. You know, haven't really been able to get back to that same form. They did make it to the minor recently. I believe that they got knocked out by Vici Gaming too, if I'm not mistaken, which in retrospect doesn't look as bad, right? You lose to Vici, that's suddenly a team that won the major. I don't feel too bad about that.
I think they lost to Old But Gold, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we were there, right?
That's a good point. It was a little while ago.
I mean, it's hard to memorize all the games, but I remember them losing 2 times in a row to Old But Gold. And first pick, Abaddon. You know which hero OG might pick in this game? This is the hero that they love to play, Arc Warden. He received a couple of buffs in the last few patches. It's good against Undying as well.
You know what else they could do that might be kind of interesting is run back to the old Ana Ember. As much as we haven't We saw a lot of that hero during the qualifiers, but I remember that there was this old draft that OG would do where they would run an ABBA with an Ember, and they'd have the Flame Shield and the Aphotic Shield. And then those two stack together in kind of a funky, weird way. But what do you think it is about the ABBA that sort of they're loving right now? What's the combo with the ABBA? Why ABBA? Is he a better hero now after the patch?
Oh, his Q got buffed a lot, level 1. And I mean, he's just a healer. He can be the tanky frontliner, but I remember a couple of games where VP played Abaddon, and the enemy team played so well against it, just trying to focus him down. First pop his ulti, and then he can't be that aggressive frontliner trying to tank up all the damage. So it's easy to play if you have this elusive heroes that can go in and out. But OG, they are going back to their Monkey King. They love Monkey King, Ember Spirit. I think Abaddon is going to be position 5 in this game. Probably going to be No Tails hero. Also, we can see OG Anna .bit. But I checked it. He is from Russian Federation, and that's fake Anna.
10 seconds.
Fake Anna. You heard it here first, guys. He's actually not back. They hired some other pub star to come over and take over for them. I'm sure it's real Anna. What are you talking about? You're spreading lies here, Lacoste.
It could be Anna if he wanted to meme it out completely.
Okay.
Put Russian Federation in his Steam profile so that we think it's not him. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think that this is clearly a problem that neither team has picked Mars yet. But besides that, you know, we're doing okay. That was a meme, by the way. Right? we need more of those. We need like
Morph having Morph, and I mean it's attribute shift right now, or Doom just having Doom.
That's a good one. We need like I don't know, Punch of Undying. You know,
yeah,
or like Headbutt of Darkseer.
Running out of names, out of ideas. Queen of Pain, that's a good ban. I love Queen of Pain.
Not too bad.
That's not too bad.
It's a hero that, you know, obviously you don't want to get bursted, and it's really easy to just die, it feels like sometimes. I guess that's more for the laning stage, probably, though. A little bit of a buff, I would assume.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, fair enough. The other hero that we did see a lot of changes to was mainly just to the false promise of Oracle, but he was like getting that first pick, first ban, and it looks like people are still feeling like it's a strong enough hero. They just have to take it out of the pool, which I was a little bit surprised by. But since that does happen, it also means that SexyAF, which I'm going to call them for the rest of this game, can't afford to take that Darkseer for themselves. So they don't have to worry about it.
It's still good against the Darkseer. It kind of ruins the hero completely. One of the few heroes who have Purge in the game, not the spell, I mean. And the biggest nerf that Oracle received is that the cast range on his ulti. That's going to be so hard to position himself, because usually you wanted to have heroes who can find him in the back line, and now he can't stand that further away from a team fight.
Yeah, at least until he gets up to that level 18, which obviously takes forever on Oracle. Granted, he does have that like XP talent, but oftentimes when I'm finding myself play Oracle, I just end up not even having level 10 by the time the game's at like 20 minutes or something. Maybe that's just me, but something to sort of keep in mind there. Vengeful Spirit taken. This is a hero that I have loved so much recently. I feel like you get so much more utility out of the swap than you would otherwise, but now immediately they take AM, and well, this kind of becomes less good. I guess you still got like swap into Hex if they wanted to, you know, build that on a Darkseer later or something like that. But I feel like this AM pick is pretty solid.
Yeah, what happened? This is gonna be fun if you try swapping Anti-Mage and he has Spell Shield on.
Oh, that's a good point. It should still move him.
No, he should stay in place, like, because you swap him twice.
No, because it cancels the one on you, doesn't it? And then goes. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. We'll keep our eye on it. Doesn't it? I think it cancels the one that gets directed at you, doesn't it? And then it resets it. It's not like the Lotus Orb.
Phantom Assassin.
Yeah,
And then
well,
the
yeah,
PA
yeah,
too.
yeah. You have a good point. Yeah, so you're still gonna get swapped.
You're still going to get the Swapperoonie.
Yeah.
Man, and they take Bat Rider now as well. We've got a PA getting picked. There's a lot of high tempo stuff coming from SexyAF.
I'm just looking at these heroes, Phantom Assassin, Venge, Undying. They are really vulnerable against Bat Rider slow, especially Undying. He can do in the lane what he wants to do against a hero like a Bat. Because if he has a couple of sticking up palm charges, he just might die.
Yeah, it's so much.
Yeah, I
damage.
don't think your cuff button is working.
See, this is the thing. Okay, everybody out there in the world, Lacoste is putting up with my coughing because I hit the mute on the stream, so they don't hear it. It's only you that gets to hear it.
All right.
Which is pretty great for you. Everybody else doesn't have to hear it because I'm just hacking up a lung over here whenever I stop talking. Yeah, we might have to switch over to the other Discord one because I was getting a little bit of lag every now and then when you're talking, but it looks like it's okay for now. We'll keep our eyes on it. If it starts to get too bad, then we'll switch over to my Discord server.
All right, sounds good. Even though your
Wonderful.
Discord server pretty much never works for me, there's always some kind of issue. I don't know, it's broken. It's broken.
Everything's broken. It's fine. Let's see. We got the Viper band out, which makes a lot of sense. PA just gets completely wrecked by that hero. God, what else do you really want to go here? I feel like OG's draft, it's just the same type of style. Hold out for the late game, let them own with the AM. I guess it's not even really late game. It's more like a mid game-ish timing, but it feels like PA, if they can get a little bit more control here, it might be enough for them.
Yeah, this is the thing that kind of bothers me on SexyAF's lineup, where they don't have enough lockdown for this anti-mage. It was pretty early anti-mage pick. They used the info when they picked the Darkseer Undying. None of them have any kind of lockdown for him, and they picked Phantom Assassin. Like, Phantom Assassin can be good against anti-mage, but depends how the game goes. It's really tough. Like, you can see in some of the games, PA just one-shotting anti-mage, or that she can't do anything because the team is not doing well. It feels like they drafted the lineup that wants to end the game early, but they need... It might be a mid-venge, or they might get a mid-hero last.
Choose your
Oh, I like that.
So that's the control for anti-mage. Also, OG, they lack control, especially for this puck. The only like reliable stun they have is Bat Rider ulti and Lech's pull, Sinister Gaze, but it's hard to pull off that on a hero like a puck. What are you laughing about?
It's hard to pull that off. That was great. I love that. I don't even know if it was an intentional one, but it tickles me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last pick puck for the new player that I think is probably least known. People out there might have remembered Focus from some stand-in days when this was the old Ad Finum roster. I still don't have any info on Tequila.
Tequila,
so try
what?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you just summoned your inner Mexican, right?
Exactly. That's definitely what happened. My goodness. Yeah, so I like the last pick puck, though. It feels like it solves a lot of the issues. You just coil that AM, he's not going anywhere. I do worry, I guess, kind of about both teams kind of running over in the lanes. The Bat Rider that you had mentioned feels like it could be an integral part of this. If he's able to have a good time, then likely it's going to be OG dominant.
Yeah, I feel like Bat Rider is going to have a good game no matter what. They just need to dodge Darkseer. So SexyAF, I almost said Ad Finum. They need to adjust lanes. I think having Darkseer against Bat Rider is going to be really good for them because you can just always use Surge and run away from Firefly and run away from sticking up palm charges.
Fair enough. The good luck comes out. Players are moving across the map, and we are going to see who they match up against. It does look like it's going to be Skylark up top at the beginning, at least. All right, let's try and run over to my server real quick, and if it doesn't work, then we're switching back. Easy peasy. This is gonna be great. Hello, Mr. Lacoste. You there, buddy?
I'm here, buddy.
Oh, wonderful. This sounds a lot... Well, it sounds about the same to me, to be honest. I'm sure it's fine.
It's one of those things where it's basically the same. You're not doing anything. You just have a feeling that you did something different, and suddenly the problem disappeared.
They call that the placebo effect.
Yes.
You were in pharmaceuticals. You should know that.
Yeah, man, that's placebo effect is really strong. Like just the thing you can do with your own mind, convince yourself that everything's gonna be fine. I guess that I'm not gonna go into this conversation. Let's just focus on Dota right now.
That's fair enough. I'm
I can
focusing
say a
on
lot of
this PA
stupid
taunt.
and a lot of smart stuff at the same time.
Look at this PA taunt, man. It's beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. I'm in showcase mode. Just checking it out. We should probably showcase the Battle for the Runes, though.
Yeah.
Focus.
By the way, what time is it for you? It's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.?
It's 5 a.m. It's fine. Everything's fine. I went out and I got some coffee before the game got started, so we're all good to go. OG 3 runes. Look at that one. I got him. Able to sneak one away. Anna picking it up. Oh. I told you, man. It's the Anna show. He's here. He's doing it. Oh my God! Look
Now
at No
I'm
Tail.
hyped.
Look at this though. He's just literally. Oh, he did get into popping the clarity afterwards.
His 1 versus 5, fiving already 0 CS.
Uh-oh.
Fake Anna confirmed.
Dude, they are putting the hurt on here, trying to push over onto Seb. He's only level 1, has 2 stacks of the sticky Nacon though, and another round of the Frost Blast. Needs another punch here. Isn't quite gonna get it. So the battles of the stick charges is going to be real, and right now Jerix has one, Seb does not, and both Spartan and Thug have one as well. But there's just so much spam.
Yeah, this lane is so aggressive. Their stick charges are already full, and I just wanted to say Thug should use it because it's gonna get more charges, get the maximum value out of it, some extra HP. Undying should do the same because there's no way for him to try to juke. Just keep using it because they're gonna spam out, get level 2, use Soul Rip on your Phantom Assassin to heal her up. They're going in.
Yeah, they're making it happen, trying to see if they can find this kill with level 2 on Seb. 5 stacks for Spartan, but he's able to dodge away, and Seb gonna be first blood as the rotation came from Focus. But that does mean that they leave alone up in this top lane, the Darkseer, but looks like Skylark is perfectly fine with this. Throws on the Ion Shell, is out of mana now, so Anna trying to chase him down, keep some pressure on, but Skylark's gonna be able to connect this pull up with the other camp, and now just go for another Ion Shell and clear it out. Although he did put another one onto the creeps. He doesn't want to take too much more damage if he can avoid it.
It's fine. Bottom lane though, this Undying already used the 10 stick charges and has 8 on top of it. We're gonna talk about the mid matchup, Monkey King against Puck. Monkey King has a few CS more. Let's see.
Whoa, Spartan, they kill Thompson though.
They grabbed the
moving
kill,
in.
but he could have used Soul Rip before, either on him just to secure the last hit, or to heal himself up. He wouldn't die. I mean, it's not too bad for him to die there, but he could have got the kill instead. First.
And there's more battles all across the map. Look at this. You got, another couple ones that happened down bottom. There was somebody that died by the Dire earlier as well. I think that was maybe the Darkseer denying himself as well. So he was able to come back with a full mana pool. But more pressure down bottom. 2 to 3 so far. About 1,000 gold lead, and Thug will be able to get the jump away. Now Focus shows up. Can maybe go for a magic missile opening up onto them. Doesn't look like they can get the range though. And Puck mid lane did not decide to deny himself to the tower, so he's gonna have to play kind of passive against Thompson here.
Talking about denying,
God.
just did it on top lane. I mean,
he killed him so mid lane, the Puck. That was sick. Oh, and he gives him the tip.
Thompson is known to play so aggressive whenever he plays Monkey King. I know that he loves to play between tier 1 and tier 2 tower 5 minutes in on that hero, but against the puck it's hard because he has that phase shift. He can dodge, if he can dodge the boundless strike or the last hit on Jingu. Seb?
That's really good. Is he okay down here?
Haste rune?
See what he can do with it. He has 15 stacks of the wands, but looks like he might just take this one and stack up some camps with it.
Oh, what is Puck doing mid lane? Dude, what?
I don't know, man.
Did you see this?
No, I didn't. But I see some other stuff. Skylark also is going to go down. Oh, man.
So Puck uses Illusory Orb and ends up between tier 1 and tier 2 tower, and Monkey King just tries to TP back home while Monkey King uses Boundless Strike to stun him, and then he just dies. What is happening in this game?
I don't know, man.
5 minutes in, everybody's denying.
This is some high quality Dota for sure. I don't know. Seb just died to neutrals. I think that was an accident, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit crazy. We'll keep our eyes on this though, as it looks like you're going to be able to trade out the bounty runes. Ana picks up this one. No Tail gets another, and then on the other side, SexyAsF were able to pick up theirs as well.
Oh, I see what SexyAsF is doing here. Look at their logo. It's Bugs Bunny. Warner Bros. Against Disney.
Oh, makes sense. Big stuff there. Interesting.
Well, we know who's not qualifying for Disney Major.
Mid lane, they take down Thompson, able to get the kill, and now the body block's coming in. Puck getting a little bit
another deny.
Fanciful here with Jerex. No Tail killing himself. Not sure what
man, I hope you're having a good camera work for this game, because there's so much stuff happening right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit nuts. Not sure all of what's going on in this one. 10 kills so far. They're going to blink forward, see if they can find Skylark. He doesn't quite have Mana Void yet, though. On Ana, I was able to get a couple denies there onto these creeps.
It's hard to have ulti on level 5.
That's fair, yes.
Oh, Jerex juked.
Is he going to live through this one? Throws the stun back at Focus. And Spartan seeing if he can find this kill onto Ana. But won't happen. Does have all of those stick charges. I guess that's the thing too, is that there's so much outplay potential when you have all these stick charges. Now Thompson trying to take down this Puck as well. The punches are coming through and he will eventually be able to find it. Well, Thompson looks like he might end up going down as well. No Tail living through this. Another round of 6 charges. They've got a Photic Shield for Thompson. Now Thug has gone in too far. Seb is likely going to be able to find this one if he can chase forward anymore. That extra movement speed coming in from the Firefly, but the eyes are set onto Focus, and Thompson jumps forward, finds Thug. He still has a DD on this PA. Where's the rest of their team? They have a shrine here, but OG could think about just diving even further if they want to. They need to get the rest of the team here. So they show up, Focus gets the mana back, they're going to drop the coil, connects onto 2, and maybe finally they've gone a bit far onto OG Seb, trying to take down this tombstone, and it's just going to punch away at it, but they might find this kill to Thompson nonetheless. They take down Thug after all is said and done, and Thompson will eventually fall. Seb, a second round of the Firefly now, trying to take down Spartan, and it looks like they will find that kill as well. Another stun comes out, and OG has finally, it looks like, maybe gone a bit too far. Although Seb needs one more punch, it doesn't look like it's quite going to be there. So they're able to get out with the Bat Rider.
Top lane.
Diving onto the shrine.
Top lane, fast game. There's going to be a dead Darks here.
Oh, there might be another dead Focus here as they're chasing him again. Another round of stickies coming out as No Tail respawn. They want to find this kill, but Seb is just going to be able to run further forward and take down the Venge. Mid lane, more action going on, and they're diving the Puck here. Thompson just has his eyes on the prize, goes for the silence, and now the turnaround. We'll have another orb in a second if he wants to go for it. Phase shift, oh, he gets pulled back in. Jerex with the kill. He wanted that kill on Thompson so badly, but it just doesn't happen. The sad trombone. Jesus!
Thank God Ana joined OG, because we're in for some clown fiesta, guys. What is going on? 18 kills in 8 minutes. But this, I think OG gets way more with this, because their heroes are so level dependent, especially this position 5 Abaddon. You can see how much healing he did in this team fight, and Monkey King can play so aggressive. Aphotic Shield, Mist Coil, he just keeps healing him.
Yeah, and staying at such low HP the whole time. It's kind of interesting. I mean, he's basically been spamming it the whole time, and now he's going to deny himself to neutrals as well. But he can do the thing with the Mist Coil where he can deny himself and not get that added respawn time.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nifty. So Skylark here also going to be jumped upon by Topson and Jerax. They summon an illusion, but eventually will take it down as well. And it feels like maybe this could be that turning point. Like, all of this chaos, in spite of all that, it's still this AM that's farmed. He's getting what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. They're driving the attention away from Anti-Mage. He has 1 kill, 0 deaths, and he's a ticking bomb in this game, because once he gets that good timing on a Battle Fury, it's gonna be so hard for them to actually find him. And there's always the threat of a Baton. He just TPs, uses a Aphotic Shield on him, removes the silence.
Oh my god, and look at all this regen he's got. And he just turns around and is going to kill off Spartan, it looks like. Although maybe not. He gets another heal there from the stick charges. No Tail trying to take down this tombstone. Gets healed back up by the sword, but now they have the stun coming in on top of him. And the search forward, seeing if they can find the Monkey King. It's not going to happen. So when all is said and done, it's a trade of 2 supports, but more space for Ana, who's just gotten a free lane here. And that really is the story of this game so far, as they chase forward for Skylark. They kill off Bug on the other side, and Ana gets a kill with Topson in the top lane. So all good for OG, and Ana's just going to leave this bounty rune, apparently. He doesn't care about it. Screw that bounty rune, I don't need it.
Yeah, and Seb's got the solo kill on the bottom lane. He already has Boots of Travel, plus he has a TP, so he can just be wherever he's needed. Topson, another kill on Undying.
That's happened more than a few times here. A lot of magical damage down to Topson, but the Aphotic Shield comes in, and suddenly he is fine and dandy. No Tail just following around this Monkey King, and it's what you mentioned. Like, with his natural lifesteal and then add into that the extra tankiness you get from Abba, this hero feels unkillable.
Yeah, it feels like you can't really trade hits with him. That's gonna be 4th raid band.
Yeah,
he's going all in with the items. He wants to play aggressive right now. Where's his Abaddon?
Now get over here, man. We need a little bit of help here. And there it is. They show back up and he's fine. Just walks away. Every time it looks like he should just die, it's not happening.
He's also buying some time with the Mischief, so Abaddon can arrive, and it's 3k net worth advantage already for OG. And Bugs Bunny team, they picked a lineup that wants to play aggressive early on, and they're not doing it. Also Anti-Mage on the bottom lane. He keeps free farming, has a siege creep, so he's gonna put some pressure on the tower. Already rotation coming up from Batrider. I don't think they can actually defend this tower. And Batrider can TP top if needed.
They're going for a Topson in the midst of everybody. Does not have his ultimate at level 8, but still they can just chase forward, force out a couple more rotations, walks forward, seeing if he can take down that puck. Doesn't quite happen, but the silence is out as well, and now with the tombstone up on the high ground, they have full vision, and Spartan trying to run away. No more stick charges, no more heals. The Chain Frost did a lot, and OG is doing even more as they just roll on top of Skylark, and it looks like this Darkseer is eventually going to die. They also have Focus under fire, getting another kill for him. Nobody is dying, although Seb looks like he will eventually fall there to the illusion from Focus.
Hello, Ice Frog? Yeah, I think we might overbuff the Abaddon. Yeah, man, this Mist Coil level 1 is so good. And combine that, like, I love the combo that they are doing in this game. Monkey King just going in, tanking all the damage. You don't know if you can actually try to fight him or not. Blur on the bottom lane is used. Mana Void already gone. One more hit. It's going to be a mega kill for Topson.
And they can't TP quickly enough. And actually, he's thinking about jumping back in here onto Focus. Just goes with the ultimate.
Sick.
Okay. You know, you miss every shot you don't take.
If he had Boundless Strike ready, that would probably be a kill. Yeah. Even though this Venge is actually tanky. Medallion, Magic Wand, Casual Belt.
He's a big girl. She's doing it. And has level 6 now too, which can make a pretty big difference. And now Spartan also just going to get ran at. It feels like OG are just sort of like Oh
Oppa.
no.
Radiant's middle
Okay.
tower is under attack.
They just wanted to give to Ana. Ana Mage.
There you go. Hana Mage. Beautiful. And Battle Fury about to be done. Likely will be finished at around that 14-minute mark. While Thug just sitting on a couple Wraith Bands and Treads. Needs more time. And unfortunately, doesn't feel like they really have it. And this Puck, which is sort of, you know, ostensibly the answer for the AM, is going to need that Blink Dagger ASAP. So, oh god, they pull him back in? Okay, there's no follow-up.
No room for you.
Yeah. So it is feeling like it's that type of thing where you need to get like a Puck eventually the coil into swap afterwards to try and kill off the AM.
Oh man, Abaddon is just a healing machine.
Yeah. This guy's got boots and clarities and he's good to go. That's all he needs. All No Tail wants.
Radiant's top tower is
Maybe he'll
under
get some arcanes later, who knows. But these heroes just do not deal well with a farmed AM, and he does have that Battle Fury done. And Ana is just going to be able to free farm around this map the entire time. They are sort of all grouped together on this side of the map, though. There is no PA in this area. So they can't afford to take a fight without their main damage source, even without many items.
The problem is their playmaking hero got shut down. Puck sitting only on 4,000 net worth, plus you have a Dark Seer. This hero doesn't rotate that much early on. He has Helm of the Dominator, so they should play around with that creep. They need to also use this Puck ult. They try to grab the kills, but they are afraid because they know that this Abaddon, if he TPs, they're not gonna score any kills, and their burst damage is kind of limited right now.
Definitely. It's feeling like they need more time, but the danger is that as you give that AM more time, he also is going to become more and more of a problem, and the tools that you had to deal with him earlier aren't going to be there anymore. So very tough. Seb just sort of shadowing Ana's movement around the map, waiting for that Manta to come online. It does feel like the game is sort of slowed down now at this stage. With that 6,000 gold lead, OG playing a little bit more careful with their movements around the map. They're only showing No Tail pretty much in a lane, with the exception of like Topson down here who has Jerks behind him. They're all playing behind their cores.
Yeah, basically they didn't have to do anything for the next 5 minutes because they don't have Vlad, they don't have good heroes to kill the Roche with. Also Monkey King has Radiance queued up, so they do not want to fight right now. That's 3,000 unspent gold on him, and they want to wait for another item. So they're just gonna drag the game. Ideally they would want to take the tier 1 tower on mid to open up the map for them, but they're already farming their jungle, and these two elusive heroes, if Monkey King is showing on the lane, he's probably gonna drag a lot of attention. Same goes for Anti-Mage, so if they kill one of those, the other one is still gonna farm. And SexyAsF is really on the timing here. I don't think Phantom Assassin can solo carry this game against both Anti-Mage and Monkey King. Plus they have a BKB piercing ability on Batrider, so that's gonna be really tough to play at any stage of the game.
Yeah. It feels like also one of the normal answers that you would have to it is like, all right, we're going to get a vision advantage, you know, and then we can be the ones that are initiating. But that's so difficult to do against a Batrider in the late game who's probably going to have a gem, gets that unobstructed vision. It's a big issue. Maybe if they can try and like fight around the tombstone at night or something, that's probably going to be their best bet, since it gives you that ridiculous vision. Maybe place it up on a high ground somewhere.
They're going to gank Ancients with that tombstone.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's the problem. They need to get more gold. They need to get more levels. What does this Undying go for? Soul Ring eventually? It's a tough game.
Undying's not gonna go for anything in this game. He just needs levels. That's the hero. And they swapped his level 15 and level 20 talent, so his level 15 not as strong anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you were struggling to get to level 15 before because it was kind of a game changer, and
right.
Now the amount of experience that you need to get from level 15 to level 20 is just oh my god. You're never gonna get it.
Yeah, particularly for that position 5. I mean, he's bottom of the barrel right now. And you compare how much more that Undying does compared to No Tail. I guess it's really just a symptom of what you mentioned earlier, the Puck not really having a game. Where since he died those couple of times, and well, now they're seeing if they can make something happen against Hobson. He shows up, gets the ultimate out there as well, and it looks like they are going to find that kill onto the Monkey King. He almost was able to get off the Boundless Strike, but I don't know if that would have even made enough of a difference. Maybe with Ana moving into position.
Nothing too bad. Still, Anti-Mage is farming for them. 4,000 ahead of enemy PA, which is fine. Puck needs to be active in this game every time Coil is up. Try to get a kill on one of the heroes. Ideally, it would be either Anti-Mage or Monkey King.
Got some pretty good back and forth tips going on here. No Tail needs to get some more levels in that ABBA so he can get the chat lines out for everybody. But look at him, he just he comes up and he just miscoils people. Like, he's not even doing anything here. He's just trying to bait them into a position. So phase shift used and saving the creeps for Ana.
And this is like ideal No Tail hero.
Oh god. I mean, it just happened so quickly. Now looking for more. It's going to be a ward dropped on the high ground, but OG don't need to commit. They can just keep taking these objectives one by one and put people out of position. Seb gets the push back there, trying to find the PA. Thug trying to run. Like he will be able to get out. But very problematic, and they spot him again here. Another couple hits, another couple kills. Ana finds that one, takes down another. Thug also chased. OG is doing whatever the hell they want this game. There is nothing that is problematic for them at all. They're chasing forward, finding this kill on the solo Battle Fury on the PA. And Skylark does a nice play there with the Centaur to interrupt the continued gank, but only a slight bump in the road.
It's all OG this game because they don't have the good counter for this Anti-Mage. And if they get another kill or two, they might go to Roche Pit, and suddenly the game is just over for them. Monkey King is going to finish the Radiance in 200 gold, so the missed chance against the Phantom Assassin, that's going to be great. I mean, he could have built pretty much any item that he wanted to in this game. It wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this could have as easily been like, you know, an Echo Saber or whatever. Ana here thought about going on the Puck.
Yeah, once this Anti-Mage blinks in with the Lich Armor, with a Photic Shield, there's no way he's dying. And he's gonna provide the vision for his team. Batrider now has a gem, which means that they're gonna get rid of their vision. They want to close out this game in the next couple of minutes.
Well, setting out these illusions, and SexyAsF doing what they can, hoping to try and bait somebody into a bad position here. And it looks like OG more than happy to take the bait. Ana is not with them, but does have a TP scroll, so he can show up to this one at a moment's notice. And SexyAsF hang out a little bit too long. They are going to get caught out of position. Seb is here, has the Blink Dagger, has the gem. They're going to have the vision. Chase forward, finds one. It's immediately onto Undying. Not the greatest target in the world. They also have the Coil, which is dropped down. Silence now onto 2, but the Monkey King shows up, and the Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. Ana on top of him, blows up another. That's a double kill for him. A lot of illusions creating havoc, and Ana ends up getting his mana back with the stick charges, finds the triple kill. It's all too easy for OG.
Ana is back, confirmed. That's gonna be a full butterfly for him.
Well,
and this OG, they're looking good. This is not the hardest opponent for them. It's only the first game of the day, but you can clearly see the difference. The way they play, the way they move around the map. They gave this Anti-Mage so much space early on, and he's giving it back to the team.
Yeah. Well, and that was some of the things, like, not to flame ILTW at all. He played very well, but there were times where OG was doing the similar type of thing, where they're basically playing, all right, we're going to give ILTW everything, and there were a couple of games where he wasn't able to fully close it out. We'll see if it ends up being a different story here. But obviously they pull back in one. Ana chasing, trying to find the kill on the puck. He doesn't decide to orb over to that side, so instead he's a little bit further back and goes for the courier. He's like, I don't care, I'm farming CS one way or the other. And is gonna find the puck now. One more punch comes through. Ana gets the kill. Another blink forward, finds himself another godlike, beyond godlike in fact, for Ana, who gets another one. A double kill, pops Manta style, turns now onto Thug. That kill is taken by Seb, which is going to be a report. But more importantly, it's going to be a team wipe.
They're still not calling this game. I mean, you should. Like, this game is over. There's nowhere they're throwing this game, even though there's always a chance of 3-2 if you try hard enough. But not in this game, I think. And they don't have the comeback potential. PA was forced to build Battle Fury. Maybe if the game goes well for them, if they try to grab a kill or two so she can keep up with the anti-mage's farm. Now he has 10,000 more net worth, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, he's completely gotten out of control. I mean, this is what happens, right? Like, it's an anti-mage that's basically gotten to do whatever he wants all game long. From the very outset, they were just sort of putting pressure on the other maps. I think that it was like, what, 10 kills in the first 4 minutes or something crazy like that. And now we're approaching the 900 GPM for this AM in just a 24-minute game.
What a scrub, not even 1,000.
Way to keep things in perspective, Lacoste. I love it. Oh, the courier. Don't get killed by those creepies.
I love how Anti-Mage decided to go for a courier instead of a puck, because courier almost gave him more gold.
Right. Well, and to be honest, it's like they know that all those heroes are dead already, right? So just go for the next courier kill. There's no reason not to. But yeah, 25 minutes, 22,000 net worth lead, 11 to 34. It was fighty very early on, which normally you wouldn't expect would be good for the anti-mage, but it wasn't in his lane, and they've been able to do what they want. SexyAF, they got almost drums on the Venge. How's this PA doing? The sad trombone was perfectly timed.
I mean, it's one of those games where you're stuck in your base. You didn't lose your tier 3 towers yet, but you can clearly see that they don't have a plan to come back. They're just waiting for this game to end. In this scenario, it's better to just call it and focus on the next game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
For sure. Tough stuff. Maybe they're waiting for that BKB on Thug, and they're hoping that that's going to be something to turn the tides around.
This is it. That's the desperation smoke. Let's do something. We don't know what we're doing. Maybe we find something, but you're gonna lose the Roche, and you're not gonna find anything.
Yeah. Oh, their timing is a little bit off there. Thompson has the Radiance done. They get the Aegis on Ana. And now, oh man, miscoil heal and damage even more so. Look who's here! Ana wants to play. Find himself Skylark. They've got the puck in the area too. Like, they just run the anti-mage into the middle of all of them, and they can't do anything. Ana's looking for more, has a second of cooldown before he can blink again, and now they turn it back around. The vacuum wall, not bad with the stomp as well. Seeing if they can take away the mana though. They need to burn through the mana of this anti-mage, and they will burn through that Aegis. No-tail also gonna go down. Uh-oh, are we in the midst of 3-2-2, or is Monkey King showed up to completely blow everything apart? They throw out that Chain Frost's gonna bounce around a couple of times. Swap to try and break the MK ulti, but it's not gonna happen. Thug goes for the TP out. Ana says no, and they find themselves another kill. So they lose 2, but one of that was the Aegis, and more importantly, it's OG ready to run down a lane.
Yeah, that was nicely executed. Vacuum wall into Centaur Stomp. We gotta give Skylark credit for that. Also, once Anti-Mage is caught into wall, he can actually die because of the mana burn.
Yeah.
His illusion hurts a lot. I don't think they're gonna make the same mistake again.
I don't know if wall's gonna be back up before the game's over. Depending on how this goes. They might just run down a lane at this point, right? I guess that they're a little bit concerned that not everybody is together, which is something to be a little bit worried about.
It's been a really long time since I saw Lich being played as position 4. Like, he's level 15. The hero doesn't scale that much with the items. Basically, it can be any position 4 that is gonna do the same thing, especially in the later stages of the game. I mean, yeah, it's cool if he gets to level 20, level 25, but like item-wise, he's just building these like team items that he can help his team with. The Force Staff, maybe the double Force Staff once Pet Rather uses his ulti.
Alright. Looks like Seb is drawing the great line of where we're gonna go next. Oh, they pulled down tops and didn't break the tree though. Oh, that would have been nice. And unfortunately, I think that means Skylark is going to be leaving the game shortly. They do get Nana illusion, but only for a second. And the Monkey King illusion is probably going to try and cut some creep waves here, but they already have backdoor protection disabled. And now walking up on the high ground, they're going to take down this tier 3 tower very rapidly. As Deso is finished off for that PA, and Spartan is also going to go down. So they take down a couple kills, going to get the racks. Puck has Blink Dagger Coil, so it feels like it might just be one last hurrah here in a second as OG try and take down these buildings, and PA ready to jump but doesn't have BKB right now, which makes it all the more difficult.
Man, Frost Shield with Eye of Scotty, you're not gonna move.
No, they're staying in place for Ana, who is just also staying in place and taking down these melee racks. So the last one here in the mid lane will fall. They blink up to the top side, and slowly but surely this game is looking to be over at the 30-minute mark just about. Alright, Vacuum Wall pulls back in. They have the coil down as well, looking for the swap, but it's not going to happen. And Thompson gets his ultimate off. They turn on to Thug, trying to take down this PA with the Sinister Gaze. They kill him off. Can't even break the MK ulti, and good game is going to be called. OG take it in dominant fashion in game number 1.
Yeah, really nice performance from OG. Like, if you think about it, there was some sloppy deaths, a lot of denies, but all of that just to give Anti-Mage enough space to